Okay guys, in today's video we're going to take a first look at the 118 piece SAE slash metric socket set by GearWrench. So stick with us. Okay, so before I dig into it, this is the box. It's GearWrench 118 piece SAE slash metric 6 and 12 point socket set. The reason I picked this one up is because it includes quarter-inch drive, 3/8 inch drive, and a half-inch drive. As you can see on the picture, it includes a lot of stuff. 5 combo wrenches, just a quarter-inch screwdriver, some security Torx bits, security Torx sockets, as you can see, those are all the pieces there. So I'll try and read some of them off as we go. I don't want this to be a super long video, so we're just going to open this up. So as you can see, it comes in a pretty standard, a slightly higher quality blow mold plastic case. Its dimensions are 13.5 inches by about 20.5 inches and roughly 3.5 inches tall. So if you can see on the corner of the screen, this is just kind of a standard Craftsman toolbox. It fits very nicely in the top or in one of the deeper drawers. Or you can take all the pieces out of this and use your own organization method. I do like it because it has 2 front locks here. It also has a side lock on each side. Okay. Just carrying this around, the pieces move around a little bit, which is kind of standard, but they don't come out of place. Sometimes you might get a stray one that might move a little bit, but overall they stay put pretty well. So for normal viewers of my channel, I don't do a lot of tool reviews. So bear with me if it's kind of rough, but in the future I will be doing some more because, you know, I find them interesting. So I just want to go over a couple points of this kit. First, the socket handles, they're an 84 tooth configuration, all of them, which just means you have finer adjustment. 360 divided by 84, it's like what is it, 4 or 5 degrees or something like that. Really fine adjustments, if you can hear that. Okay. I like this too because the selector, if you can see, it's off and on. So this would be loosening when the off is covered up, and then on would be tightening. You know, so taking a fastener off and putting a fastener on. So to compare, this is a Craftsman 1/4-inch shorty ratchet, kind of my old one. And if you can see, you can barely hear the clicks. And they're really rough and like really loose. Okay. The adjustment is, you know, kind of shitty. And this one actually I broke, and I don't know if Craftsman still does the returns or whatever, but I was replacing the brakes in my car, and I was trying to loosen the caliper bolts, and I was bearing down on this. I didn't have a cheater bar or anything on it, but all of a sudden it flipped on me, and this flipped this way. So then I had to go. So if you were, you know, that could possibly cause an injury, and it's just not that convenient. The other thing too with this Craftsman and just a random socket from this kit, the socket is really loosey-goosey, if you can see that, and then it has that quick release button. To compare, this is the GearWrench. It does not have a button right here, which I'm fine with. So it's just standard, you push it on. a lot less movement. There's still a little bit, which, I mean, is kind of, I guess, standard. All the ones I've used, they've always had a little bit of play. So it does have a little bit of play, but at the same time it's solid. It just seems a lot more durable, a lot more high quality. I'm not a huge tool nerd, but I will say this GearWrench brand, it's not American made. I believe it's made in Taiwan, but it's far and above standard Craftsman quality. Craftsman's kind of a standard. They've kind of dropped in quality lately. Well, I guess for a long time they haven't been that high quality. And there's different lines of Craftsman you can get, but just kind of the standard homeowner type standard level, like this, comparing this to this, it's no comparison. This GearWrench is just way, way, way better. Another thing I like about this is a normal Craftsman 9/16 combo wrench. And this is the 9/16 GearWrench. And as you can see, it's about 1.5 times the length, which just means you can get more, leverage, tightening or loosening. These, I just find them way too small. This is Craftsman or some off-brand, probably Craftsman or Craftsman. And they're just really like small. These you got a lot more real estate, so you can get into hard to reach areas. But they're not ratcheting. They're just standard combo wrenches, 12 point, just a standard combo wrench. One thing I like is they come with these, which are actually security torque. You can see in there. So a lot of like multi-tools and some knives and whatnot, you need security torques to remove blades or tighten, loosen, maintain them, stuff like that. So you can either use the included kind of 1/4-inch screwdriver handle, like that, or you can just use it on the small 1/4-inch ratchet. If you want, you could throw an extension on. And this is a wobbler extension, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. So it's a wobbler to get to hard to reach areas, and then you can push down, and it's a standard. So that's pretty cool. But again, the 1/4-inch is actually probably my favorite, just for gunsmithing and stuff like that. You can get a lot of tension, more than like a screwdriver or a nut driver, but at the same time it's small. It's just really easy to manipulate. Oh, real quick, you got a 7/16, 1/2-inch, 9/16, 18mm, and 19mm combo wrench. You have 5/16 up to 11/16 deep well. You have a 10 to 17mm deep drive, 3/8 drive, and that's the whole top. On the bottom, you got your 7/16 to 13/16 deep well 1/2-inch drive. These are the only 1/2-inch drive sockets. You got 7mm to 13mm 1/4-inch drive deep well. You got a 1/4-inch to 1/2-inch deep well 1/4-inch drive. These are 1/4-inch drive. You got 9mm to 19mm 6-point 3/8 drive standard sockets. You got 9 to 19 12-point sockets, 3/8, which is kind of weird to me, but it works. So you got 12-point and 6-point. And then over here you have so this is kind of the metric right here. And then you have 3/16 to 9/16 1/4-inch drive standards. And then you got 3/16 to 1/2-inch 12-point 1/4-inch drive. And then you have 3/8 to 13/16 3/8 drive 12-point. So it's kind of weird to get like two sets of standard metric. You get one set of SAE 3/8 drive. You got half inch extension, a wobbler. You get 2 3/8 extensions. This is like a 6 inch, and I believe this is like a 2 or 3 inch extension. You get 1/4 inch extension. I bought this kind of to upgrade all my older, I mean, you're always losing sockets and stuff like that, so I got this to kind of upgrade. Part of the reason I picked this up was the price. So hopefully you guys can see there. This starts at $149 at Northern Tool and Equipment. But then it was on clearance for, I got $90 off. It was just on clearance, so it would have been $69.99, and then I used a $20 off 100. If you spend $100 total, you get $20 off. So it ended up being $49.15 for that complete kit. Just on Amazon to buy just the ratchet handles, all 3 of them, probably you're looking at $60. On GearWrench's website, I believe this kit is like $380 or something like that, which I probably won't pay that much, but that's MSRP. On Amazon, this kit's about $170. But if you got a Northern Tool and Equipment store in your area, or you can also buy online, right now, I don't know for how long, but try and jump on this deal. $69, and then if you spend $100 total, you get $20 off your order. And again, it is the model 83001D. If you can see right up there. 83001D. 118 piece GearWrench. This is one of their older models because they've been upgrading to 120 teeth ratchet handles. But I'm just fine with these 84 tooth ones, especially for that price. Again, I got this for $50. The quality of the sockets are awesome. Before this, like I was saying, I've used Stanley, I've used Crescent, I've used Boss Stitch, I've used Craftsman, Husky, some different like Pittsburgh, like Harbor Freight stuff, and all those ones are just fine for your DIY, like non-professional use, homeowner use. This is more professional grade line, but because I was able to get it for such a good price, that's why I picked it up. But again, hopefully this helps at least one person out. Hopefully you can go to Northern Tool and Equipment and get this great, awesome deal. But I hope you like this video. Hope you like this content. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, stay prepared.